Hi, welcome to your February Fitness Challenge, the Give Your Love Handles a Lift Challenge. So most exercises will be done here on the floor, so go ahead and come down to the floor. All exercises should be done for a minute, but we're going to be doing them for 30 seconds for this demonstration. So you're going to start with February 1st, you're going to do leg drops. You're going to lie on your back with your legs in the air. You can place your arms wherever it's comfortable for you, by your side, behind your head, whatever you like. And we're going to be lowering and lifting the legs like so. Now to modify, you can do one leg at a time, like that. So you're just going to lower down, exhale, lift the legs back up. So you want to use your breath to lift those legs back up. Now if you feel strain in your back, then you want to alternate the legs like I just showed you to modify. If you think you can do the double leg, but maybe not just go as low, that would be another nice modification to do. But you really want to focus on starting the movement from your core. Okay? The next day would be the double leg roll-ups. So what you do is you stretch your body nice and long on the mat, and then you roll up with an exhale. So you want to take a nice deep breath, exhale, and as you do, you draw your knees into your chest like so. And then you roll back down, trying to resist the gravity. So what I would do as a modification is, one modification might be pulling one knee into the chest. And if that still is not working, you could do one knee into the chest like this, only coming up a bit. Or you can bring your legs up here and you can try and roll up about halfway like that. So let's try it together, and you're just going to try to modify to fit your needs. Like I said, you want to exhale to get up, because that will help you get off the floor without using momentum. Again, you want to put your mind where your muscle is and think, engage my core, then lift. So that the core gives you the power to lift your body off the floor with control. Excellent. Okay, the next exercise requires us to flip over. So you're going to do a cross-body climber. And I'll show you a modification if you can't put your weight on your hands like this, and your shoulders. So you want to take the knee and you want to cross it to the elbow, just like this. Now it can be slow, or you can see I'm going to be doing it much faster. Now to modify, you can stand up, right? And you can bring your knee and elbow together like this. And then you would do about 30 seconds each way, okay? All right, let's do this. So I'm going to go at a nice quick pace, but I'm making sure that I'm twisting my torso and my knee goes towards my elbow. So you go at whatever pace works for you. You can also put your hands on something elevated like a step or a chair or a couch, something sturdy, of course. Excellent. Next we go into the side plank. Now the side plank can be done modified as well. So let me show you the side plank. So I'm going to stack my body so that my shoulder and my elbow are aligned. And then I'm going to come up with my arms reaching up straight. And I'm going to look at my hand for proper form. I'm going to hold this right here. So to modify, you would just put this bottom knee down. You would hold here. Or if you need more support, you can put two knees down. Okay, if for some reason you cannot do a side plank because you have a shoulder issue, what you could do is the next exercise, the double leg lifts. You could do that 2 days in a row, or another thing you could do is you could come up here and lift here if you can balance like that. Okay, so try those, and again, if that's just not something you can do, then modify on your side. Let's do the side plank on each side. Now in the tutorial you'll see she has her hand here, but I prefer you put your hand up here. This is good form. And looking up at your hand, just like this, so that your neck is in alignment as well. And just pulling that belly in. So you want to think about pulling in right here. I can feel my muscles engaged on the muscles of the transverse abdominals and obliques on the underneath side. I'm just looking up, trying to lift up high, get out of the shoulder. I don't feel the pressure in my shoulder because my abdominals are taking, that's what's taking the pressure. That's what's holding me up. So you want to try and think about that, squeezing your abdominal muscles to keep you uplifted. Good. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. You just stop the timer. Second. And here we go. Again, stacking your body, looking up at your hands. Keeping that proper form, engaging your core, pulling those your belly in. I'm actively pulling in and contracting my muscle. I tell you to think of your abdominals like a hand and just make a fist. Squeeze the muscle, lift up. Again, that's 30 seconds. It's half the time that I'm giving you to do. Each day I'd like you to do a minute. You might need to break it up, 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds at night, but try and get a 1 minute in. Or just set the timer and say, okay, how long can I hold it today? I'm gonna try to get up as many times as I can in that 1 minute. Maybe it's 10 seconds at first. The key is to hold proper form. So if you can't stay up, come down, correct, and come back up. So now we're gonna go into side leg lifts. In side leg lifts, you can hold here, again, you would stack, or you can go down here. That's absolutely fine, whatever you feel is better. I'm just gonna come up here for today. So you wanna roll onto your cheek. You wanna so you don't wanna sit forward here, like properly stacked. You wanna roll back, okay? And lift those legs up. So if that's not something you can do, one thing you could do is you can put your hand down for some support. You can also just lift the top leg up and down, okay? I think there's a picture there that shows that modification, yeah. Okay, so you can put your hand wherever it's comfortable. Some people like to pull their arm down so they feel like they're A, moving more of their body, doing more work, and B, just giving them some more motivation or, like just really kind of cinch it. And some people like to hold still here. You can put your hand here, whatever works for you. I'm just gonna do this. Switch sides. Again, get off your hip bone. And it always helps to have a nice, comfortable thing to lie on, like a cushy mat. And again, you can do just the top leg lifting up and down to modify if you need to. So you can be doing this if you need to. Okay. Alternating leg roll-ups. So we're going to stretch our body out on the mat. And again, just like we did with the double leg, you take a deep breath, and as you roll up, you lift one leg up, and we're going to alternate the leg coming up. So if you can't come up that far, you would just modify to here and just alternate. Okay, so let's do some. So again, it's really important that you exhale as you come up. You don't want to hold your breath. You won't be able to get up. You just want to exhale and then really control the movement on the way down. You don't want to flop back down. Try and resist that, gravity to just lie back. Excellent. Then we have ab flutter kicks. So some people find this straining on the back, so I'm going to give you a few modifications. If you're a little, if you have a lot of work to do in your core, then you might find that you need to modify. So ab flutter kick is when you just do little kicks with your legs. I like to flex my feet and then do them like this with my abdominals in tight. So also I like to put my hands behind my head and like kind of lift up here, but you don't have to do that. One modification is, and I think you'll see it in the picture too, is putting your hands under your cheeks here, your glutes, your butt cheeks, and supporting your back that way. That's okay. That's not a bad thing to do. It's a fine modification. But another thing you can do is you can start up higher. So you might only go to here, or you can go back to single leg drops and practice those and just do slower sort of, these would be more like I said, a single leg drop. but it's maybe this is where you need to be right now. So just, the point is, don't strain your back. Okay, so I'm going to go here just because this is where I like to do them, but you can do them anywhere in any of those positions. Don't strain your back. So people always say, does my back have to be flat against the floor? No, it needs to be supported. So if your back is not supported and it hurts, then that's bad. But if your back is fine and you feel fine, then you're fine. So just listen to your body. And if you can do a few, but then you're like, oh, I got to come up here, then do that, or stop and reset. I mean, the goal is to track your progress throughout the month and see how you get by the end. And if you get a backache or a strain, just lift your butt up and stretch your back. And then our last one is what we do every day. You'll see the exercise and then you'll see plank. So I want you to practice your planks every day, because planks are a great full body exercise and great for your core. But they're only great if you do them properly. So let me turn to the side here, and I'm going to show you the full plank and then how to modify. Number one, keep your arms apart. Do not pray while you're doing it. I mean, you can pray, but don't clasp your hands. Sometimes it helps to distract yourself. Maybe pray to get through it or something. Don't clasp your hands. You want your hands shoulder width apart, okay? Because what it does is it causes you to drop your shoulders or round your shoulders, and you want to get out of that. We do that all day at desks. Another thing you can do is you can keep palms down, or to make it more challenging, palms up, okay? So shoulder width apart first. You're going to stack your body so that your shoulders and elbows are aligned, and then you're going to extend back so that your feet are shoulder width apart. People always ask me, should I do it feet together, feet apart? The wider you go, the more support you have, but you don't necessarily have to keep your feet together. You can do them just a little bit apart, okay? So now our body is stacked right here, and you want to lift up just enough, but not too much. So you don't want your butt in the air, and you don't want to drop down here, okay? So again, if your back is strained, then that's too low, and if you're back beyond your elbows here, that's too high. So right here is our position. If you're going to modify, all you do is drop your knees down right there in that position. Nothing changes except your knees come down. Okay, so let's hold the plank for a minute. Well, we're going to just do 30 seconds, I guess. But you're going to try to hold for as long as you can for a minute. It might be 5 seconds at first, and then you get back up 5 seconds, and that's fine. The key is proper form. If you're not holding proper form, come down to the knees, please. Okay, so we're just holding this position right here, abdominals in tight. Again, you can turn your palms up if you want less support. It's just a little small change, but it does make a difference. And you're just going to look eyes down. Your eyes should be on the mat and rest. So you don't want to look up. And then you can stretch back and then come up. So that's it. That's your challenge for the month. Each week you'll be doing those same exercises and a plank every day. And by the end, you'll give your left handles a little bit of a lift. It is amazing if you continue to do, and if you stay consistent and do certain exercises to give to practice power in your core, you will see a difference. Now, of course, is it going to give you a six-pack? No, that's not what it's about. It's about tightening, strengthening, and leaning out. Okay? So stay with me. I'd love to hear your progress. You can give me comments either on Facebook or YouTube and let me know how it's going, and send me pictures. I love seeing pictures, and I can post them, and we can all give you lots of high fives and credit. But that's it. So again, thank you for joining me, Janet Heath. No gym, no excuses. I'll see you next month.